Good day, awesome YouTubers. It is Lollyman16 here again for another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. Today in this discussion video, we're going to talk about the best OSTs in Dragon Ball Super. And I'm going to do one for each arc, dissecting the top 3 best songs composed by Sumitomo in each arc according to scene and according to impact. So again, there's 3 main songs that I want to look at. The first one I really want to look at. Now, I don't know if these are the exact titles for them, but the first one I wanted to look at is as you can see here, the Goku Black. It's used in Goku Black, and it's used earlier. It was the one where Goku goes Super Saiyan God for the first time. The title was Birth of a Super Saiyan God, and that soundtrack was amazingly amazing. Hence why it was used again for Goku Black's transformation in the Future Trunks arc. But that transformation was pretty darn amazing because it not only had the build to like the whole orchestrated part in the middle where Goku's transforming and the elements all change and all that kind of stuff, but it had that really deity godlike feel, and that really struck me at first. It looked, the visuals were, okay to very good, and I believe it really worked. And I think it even worked better with Goku Black's transformation. Ironically, because he's an evil person, but that same music was used, and it worked just as well for these deity characters. And like I said in the past, Sumitomo, at times he's good and at times he's not. But with these scores, I'm gonna talk about the best ones that I think came about from him. And with the Birth of the Super Saiyan God, he really stepped it up. He did a fantastic job there. So moving on to what I can consider is the second best soundtrack of that one is this one right here. Now you see, this was from episode 11 when Goku went Super Saiyan God for the first time, episode 11 when Goku, he flew out from the water because Beerus had knocked him down, but he came all the way back into the stratosphere of the Earth just to challenge Lord Beerus again. That was, I believe, it was the debut of the Unbreakable Determination music, and that one was amazingly amazing. Again, I like to kind of double my words, but it was used again in the hit fight when Goku used Kaioken, and it was used. It's used many times over to signify, the protagonist getting a significant power up, and I really enjoyed that one. It's like a kind of more of a rock score. It's like a like kind of that thing. And even though it's Sumitomo, his whole style, I think, is he does really great orchestrated pieces, but not necessarily some of the other stuff, and I'll get to that in my worst OSTs of Dragon Ball Super. But for this one, I'm talking about the best. And even though I do think that Unbreakable Determination is one of the best, it's not the best, because there's one I want to talk about, and this song wasn't actually all that prevalent until episode, I want to say 51 or something like that. It was when Beerus defeated Zamasu in the Future Trunks arc, and of course I'm talking about not this one, but the next one. I'm talking about when Beerus defeated Goku in that final climax of the fight. If you want this one right here, if you see on your screen, it's the one where Beerus defeats Goku, and then that epic soundtrack plays, and I just think that one was just freaking amazing. Not only was it a great climax to an arc, but it really left a sense of, terror and power from Lord Beerus when he attacked Zamasu. And, even though the Future Trunks music overall was probably the the best music that Sumitomo produced out of Super so far. I still think these 3 debut songs from the Battle of Gods arc were great in their own right. So let me know in the comments below what you thought on this whole thing, and leave your comments. Did you agree? Did you disagree? What are your top OSTs from the Battle of Gods arc? And let me know. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the video. Like, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys down the road. Stay awesome, everybody, and have a good one.